Friends, watchers, we're gonna go on a journey, a very interesting journey about victim mentality. I'm gonna share with you some of my thoughts and experiences about this victim mentality, and first of all, how we can identify it in ourselves and also perhaps others, some people close to us, friends, family, colleagues at work, for example. I want to talk about why there is no reason at all why this should exist. Just beyond the mere concept of a lesson. I'm going to dive into my personal own experiences, my story. I used to be a very stubborn individual. In fact, I still feel like I can tap into that part of my personality under certain circumstances. Once I kind of latch onto an idea, it is very difficult for myself to accept or even consider an alternative. I defend my points of view so ferociously. Maybe you're seeing a little bit of yourself in this. The reason I bring this up is because once I realized that this stubborn temperament of mine was merely a result of my need to be seen as a figure of authority, I understood what I was not getting. And this was attention. Attention and a claim to get a certain identity. You know people like this in your life. These individuals will speak to you from a perspective that they have endured such a hard life. They have endured so many troubles and cruelty and tribulations. Stories of so many injustices from the many partners that have cheated on them and the injuries that they have experienced and the broken family that they have been raised in. There's no end to the suffering. They might conclude their monologue or their story, whatever the case may be, with the phrasing along the lines of, some people just have it easier. And that's just the way I am. Some people just get given the things they want in life. And some people, like myself, have to suffer. Or that's just the way I am. That's just how reality has been presented to me. We must be very, very cautious when this commentary appears in us. I have observed it in myself, these similar thoughts. When I see someone I know broadcasting the trappings of success on social media, and you hear it, this internal monologue. Well, I didn't have the head start their parents gave them, you know? Their parents got them the car, they paid for their insurance, whatever the case may be. The goal here is happiness, is not materialism. Some people are still fighting that battle in themselves. If we stray too far down this path, we will lose both if we only care about the latter, the materialism. The first thing I think we need to understand about memories is that they're not real. They're purely psychological. The experiences, the negative experience we harbor, they have no weight in the present moment. Memories are abstract. They're not discernible by the five senses. We can't smell them, touch them, taste them, see them, whatever the case may be. However, it would be silly of me to undermine the power of memory and their effect they can have on us in the present. And they appear in two forms. The first is empowerment, through lessons I prefaced in the start. There have been many instances in my life which have been very unpleasant for me to experience. Memories that I would wish not to live again, namely my parents' divorce, for example. Would I change that experience if I could? No. Do I feel burdened and victimized by my experience? Absolutely not. I feel empowered. And many of you will resonate with this feeling I am sharing. Like me, there would have been moments in your life, as unpleasant as they were at that time, in hindsight, we are grateful for. I am grateful and thankful for my parents' divorce. For my life, up until that point, was a dream, and then I woke up. It was a rude awakening. And for many years, I indulged in this second form that memory can occupy in your life. And this is a distortion of your present reality. Suddenly you are looking through the world with different lenses. The glass is half empty, as it were. Pessimism is a dangerous thing. If we continue to live now wearing the glasses that have been stained with the pain of the past, then we are blinded to the joy of the present moment. And for the longest time, the mechanisms behind my parents' divorce made me look at women from different lenses. I had deep distrust for them. I shunned every prospect of a relationship, for the perspective, the glasses I was wearing and looking through them was poisoned by the memories of my past, by the experience I had seen between my mother and my father. I realized far too late that these moments are there for us to grow very wise. If terrible things have happened to you, especially when you're young and conscious, you are very lucky. Being exposed to the truth of pain equips you with the necessary skills and attributes needed to face that challenge again if it presents itself later in your life. That's why you better know them young. My experiences taught me that you cannot control people. You cannot, as much as you may have a partner, you may love them and you may want to have them in your life for the rest of your life, that reality is not certain. So you can't control people, but that is no reason not to trust them. And that was my mistake. Others do not see it in this way. They see them as excuses and crutches to lean on when things aren't going to plan. You must be very cautious of it. Because even now I think about it, it's very comical the way I carried myself for several years. This wounded, damaged fashion. The non-committal poor me. My parents didn't stay together. Therefore, all hope is lost for any kind of lasting, trusting relationship. It gives me nausea. It makes me sick. The choice and victim mentality not only hurts you, but it hurts everyone else who are going through that pain right now. Recognize that we have so much experience to offer in this way. We can be a wise, battle-worn teacher. So I think I'll conclude my video with this: is choose wisdom over wounds. Don't be a victim, right? You have a choice. Life is always how you react to it. If that is something you resonate with and you can take something valuable away from that and you can perhaps share your wisdom with others, then please like, subscribe and join the dialogue below. I would love to hear your words of wisdom from painful experiences, and we can eradicate this mentality. And I'll see you next time.